Hi guys, and welcome to your reading. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm speaking to someone that has experienced quite a bit of heartbreak. This could be recent, over the last few months, or just in general. You are someone that has been through heartbreak after heartbreak, or possibly had a long period of time of just feeling really down. And you're being a shadow of yourself. Whatever has occurred has got you feeling really down, a shadow of yourself. Like diminished energy, diminished confidence. You're not being your true, passionate, exuberant self because of everything, the heartbreak that you have been experiencing. However, you do have the Tower card. So some sort of upheaval, some sort of big thing has happened, possibly a big argument, possibly something you weren't expecting that felt negative at the time, but it needed to happen because all of this conflict, all of this arguing, this tension has come to an end. Like we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. So whatever has happened, you've got the Tower card. So something, either some truth has been shown to you, or there has been some kind of, I'm getting like a big argument, like after so much heartbreak, either a breakup, something has happened that was all of a sudden, was possibly feeling quite negative at the time, but it needed to happen to put an end to this conflict, this tension, because you can't keep going through heartbreak after heartbreak. It's time for this to change, and that is what is happening because you do have the Five of Swords in reverse. And I'm getting this tension, this conflict was with somebody that was quite close to you, like it was the two of you in some kind of way. So it could be a partner, like a romantic relationship. It could be, I'm getting like even a sibling where it was just, or a best friend where it was like the two of you. It was a special relationship, but it's come to an end. And this Two of Cups energy, there's something about you looking back, feeling nostalgic, maybe looking back at the good times, feeling down about it possibly because we have the Six of Cups. There's something about the past, possibly like this is what I'm getting for some people, that is a sibling or best friend. I'm getting you're looking back at the good times. Maybe you grew up together. Maybe there's something, this could be for someone specific. There's something about the past, looking back on it, feeling sad, and you spent time alone, reminiscing over this, feeling down. Like, why did this have to happen? You've been really let down by this. This is really upsetting. Like I said, it's kind of changed your personality. You're not being your true self because of this heartbreak and these possible arguments or tension that was ongoing. However, it needed to come to an end. Whatever has happened, maybe you distance yourself, maybe you've just cut that relationship, whatever it is, it needed to happen because there is a new beginning for you. There's a new beginning, and I feel like your mindset is changing. Maybe you've outgrown this person. There's something about the way you're thinking that has changed, or maybe this whole situation has given you some kind of, put things into perspective. Maybe they're not who you thought they were, or maybe they're not going to be in your life in the long term like you were hoping they were going to be. But there is some sort of change, but it is a positive change. There's some sort of realization you're coming to, like maybe they didn't really have my back the way I thought they did, because we've got the Ace of Swords. You're going to stand strong in your knowing. Everything you're learning from this, like the heartbreak feels awful, but the realizations you come to and the change in yourself, your evolution, you're going to stand strong. You're going to be more confident, like how you're not being how you weren't being yourself, that's going to change. You're going to stand strong. You're going to know, this is who I am, this is what I put up with, and this is what I don't. I feel like someone being strong, setting boundaries is what I'm getting from that. And then we have the Emperor card. You were going to stand in your authority. You're not going to attract these kind of situations anymore. This was a big learning curve for you. I feel like maybe there's still more lessons to come, more realizations you're going to come to, but you will stand strong. But you will stand strong in your authority. You'll be confident. And then we have the Ten of Swords and Eight of Cups. Whatever you have walked away from, these two cards fell out together. So whatever you have walked away from, you know it needed to end. This situation has ended. It's done. You've got the Ten of Swords. I feel like new beginnings. We're moving forward. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. And then you also have the King of Pentacles. And where is it? The Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is, you're heading towards success. You're heading towards whatever it is you want in life. Like you will be successful, but I feel like you need to step into your sort of power, your leadership role. Kind of, you need to shed this dead weight of what was holding you back, these arguments, this conflict, possibly people you needed to let go of because they were holding you back from where you're heading. And I also feel like this is your energy, the King and Queen of Pentacles, like two halves becoming a whole. You don't need this other person to be that. This is your own energy. You are so much more than what you let yourself believe you are. And that's what we're getting. We're getting success, material success. We've got leadership, authority with the Emperor. And then we also have grounded, balanced success. So success on all fronts. And it's going to be a very balanced situation. It's not going to be Your energy isn't going to be, I'm getting like leaking. Like there's not going to be, oh, I've got this, but I don't have that. No, there's going to be completion in your energy and in your life. Like these are a very wholesome pair of cards to get the King and Queen of Pentacles, the perfect pair. And I feel like that's what I'm getting from this Two of Cups. Like this person, I think you felt like was your other half in some sort of way. Like I said, it could be a romantic relationship, but even platonic ones, like your sibling, your best friend, possibly a parent where you were just so close and you thought it was just the two of you. But I feel like through all of this, you're going to realize you don't need them to complete you. You are complete. I think you're going to be surprised by the things that are going to be shown to you and how much your confidence elevates because of the situation. So we have a perfect pairing there. I'm going to go to the Cosmic Energy deck to see if there's anything further on this message. But this is definitely a very positive change that is happening, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. These endings, like the Ten of Swords, can be a painful but necessary ending. This might be very upsetting. You still might be dealing with the fallout, the disappointment of it not working out, or the fact that this person is no longer in your life, possibly. Right, we have got peace. This needed to happen for you to finally feel peace. Peace within yourself. I'm getting a lot of inner peace. And possibly even in your environment. When you get rid of the people bringing in drama, chaos, or making you feel some type of way that is not in alignment with your peace, they had to go. It was time for them to go, and this is what you've got, peace. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Support. You do have support. Some of you might be feeling lonely, might be feeling like, how am I going to cope without this person? This person was really close to me. This is not a relationship you wanted to end. However, you do have support. This needs to happen, and I feel like either from your guardian angel or from people in your life, you will have the support you need. I'm going to go to the Threads of Karma deck next, see if there's anything about, I feel like this might have been a karmic relationship, like definitely someone that was quite important to you. And you might not have cut them out completely, you might have just distanced yourself for your peace of mind, and it might have just changed the dynamics of the relationship. And for some of you, you've cut them out, you've walked away from it. You're not accepting it, you've set your boundaries. Right, we have got understand karmic returns. Didn't I just say I feel like this is a karmic relationship? Right, it says understand karmic returns. What you send out in the universe comes back. Be mindful of your energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have break free from emotional dependence. Maybe some of you were too dependent on this person. Like your happiness was too dependent on it working out with them, or how they behaved towards you. Like you wanted to control the situation, and your happiness was too dependent on this relationship, I feel. And that's what's changing here. True independence comes from within. Free yourself from emotional reliance on others. And understand karmic returns. The energy you put out is what you're going to get back. And what I'm getting from this card is some of you might be very angry, might want, I don't know, some kind of revenge, or be wishing bad upon them, or there's some kind of negative energy you're experiencing. Maybe you're replaying the thoughts over and over, but just be aware what energy you're putting out is what you're going to call back in. If you want to move on from this situation, it's time to fully let it go. That's for the people that haven't fully accepted this as a positive thing in the long run. Let it go. Let the peace go. You might be talking about it constantly. Maybe you need to journal, get it out. Have your takeaway from this situation. What have I learned from it? If things are always working out for me, this is information. This is an affirmation I always say. I know things are always working out for me, so this too must be for my best. Must be for my best interest. I just can't see it right now. Pray, speak out to the universe. Show me why this is good for me if you can't see it. And I feel like this reading in itself is confirmation that this is good for you. Like the message in the cards is very much, this had to go. This had to go. This was not good for you for the long run. And you do have the King and Queen of Pentacles. You have the Emperor card saying that you will be in your leadership, your authority. I feel like you needed to set certain boundaries. There's something about stepping into your authority and not being dependent on others. I definitely feel like this was a karmic relationship. So for a lot of you, it might be hard to let go or to accept what's happened because maybe there were such good times, or maybe you were really there for each other. So this falling apart, things not working out, the heartbreak might be really hard for you to accept, but it was time. This needed to happen for you to move on, for you to be free, and for you to be your true self. Like with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you were not being your true self. Something about this relationship, although there might have been some good times, there was something about it that was holding you back. this friendship or this relationship needed to end, or maybe you just needed the distance that you've created now. Maybe you two weren't supposed to be so close right now. Maybe this is time for you to separate and get your power, your energy back. And I always say, if things are meant to be, they will be. If this relationship or this friendship is meant to be resolved, you two will come back together if that's meant to be. However, if they're not in your best interest, this relationship or friendship is not in your best interest, it will fall apart, and you have to accept that and trust in the universe that there is always better for you. You have the Emperor, the King and Queen of Pentacles. There is better for you. Just trust in that. Right, that was your message. Let me know how it resonated in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped at all, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one.